What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Real quick, ask you to take a moment, hit the like button. As far as subscribe to my channel, I want to take a moment to say that last week I had my 25th 100 subscriber. The actual 25th 100 subscriber was El Sabo Jr. 16. I definitely appreciate that and the support that every one of you have given me over the years. I'm going to make sure that I get an NFL-related gift or prize out to him, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully makes a video and shows you what I gave him. I'm going to try to do some more giveaways, try to revive the community because things have kind of died down. Also ask that you guys leave your comments about this video below. Follow me on Twitter. My username is ShutdownSafety. And because of the whole 25th 100 subscriber, also my 300th video wasn't too far back, kind of wanted to go old school and show you guys what used to be the bread and butter, which was straight up comparisons of Madden to All-Pro football. So I wanted to kind of do that for you to show you what we used to do on the daily. Going to play this for you at speed, and in this video we're going to talk about line interactions on outside runs. I've got a very good example with Madden and All-Pro football to break down for you, and I want to talk about these animations because to me this is really where the heart of the problem lies. In Madden, far too often there's an immediate win and loss. When we look at Reggie White here, what's going to happen is he's going to get double teamed, but as soon as my running back gets to the outside, he's going to be able to get a free release and accelerate down the field. And to me, these need to be prolonged, dynamic interactions between linemen. Not one single animation that plays out, you have a winner, you have a loser. We look at Joe Green here, gets lined up on the center, and the same thing happens. He gets that one initial push, the one initial surge, and then releases as soon as the halfback. Sometimes this will be tied to the speed button on your halfback, but immediate release of the offensive line. When we look at Jared Allen, he's going to have a little bit more of that immediate win that we talk about. You can see he kind of swims over the lineman, and immediately he's in the backfield uncontested. You know, these are the things that have to change. When we look at this from the running back's perspective, you're going to notice once I get to the outside, basically there's no more interactions on the line. Everybody's standing up, everybody's separated. Now, when I talk about the immediate win with Jared Allen, he you can see is now pursuing up my halfback. I want to talk about the other side of that, which is going to be shown here with Lawrence Taylor, because he kind of gets the immediate loss. Tight end comes out, a little bit of a double team, and then he gets tripped and falls right to the ground. So within seconds of this play, we've already had one player defeated immediately, another player in the backfield immediately, and then two other defensive linemen released from their blocks. So I'm going to load up All-Pro football. We're going to take a look at how that game does it, and hopefully you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about and how this game needs to be fixed. Alright, so here we are back with All-Pro football. Going to play this at speed, and then we're going to go back and take a look at the differences in the line interactions that we've seen between Madden and All-Pro football. Now, obviously made sure Reggie White was on this team, and I want you to notice that number 68, my lineman, comes out, gets a wide base. Reggie White tries to fight to the outside, and you can tell that he's overpowering my lineman. Now, when the running back cuts back into the lane, you can see White extends his arm out and tries to grab a hold of him. You know, implements reaching, something we don't see in Madden. But it's pretty clear to tell, even though Reggie White is obviously overpowering my lineman, he's not just given a free release off this. And that's, again, one of the crucial things. There's not a distinct win-loss, even though you can tell Reggie White is able to easily overpower my lineman. When we take a look at this double team here, number 66 and number 76, they're going to go ahead and basically just stand up the defensive tackle, and then we're going to continue to basically see this the duration of the play. The defensive tackle is not able to get away, and the play is actually pretty much over. You can see in the background Carter is being tackled, and this animation is still being played out. It's only let go really once the play is completely done. Now when we go over, we take a look at number 73. He's going to kind of have the same problem. Shea, he's going to get overpowered. But what I want to focus on here is basically two ways that defensive players were able to break free in totally separate animations. I want you to notice that when this defensive tackle decides he's going to cut back under and kind of rip underneath my lineman, he does that with a change of position that shows momentum and strength. And even when he does that, he's not free to run right down the field at full speed. You can see here, even when he releases off, he still has to accelerate, kind of unlike what we see out of Madden, and you're also going to see Dallas Clark on kind of an unupdated roster be able to come in and help aid in that block as well. And finally, when we go to the last player, we look at Ed Too Tall Jones. you're going to see him do basically a similar move, but with a completely different animation. Here you can see he's trying to fight back the inside position on my lineman, and he does that by kind of the same rip swim style move that number 91 used, but in a completely separate animation where he's pushing Barry out of the play and then cutting back up underneath him. And even then still, you're seeing these elongated strides where he has to gain acceleration and speed before he can pursue to the ball carrier. So just again, some of the things that we don't see consistently in terms of dynamic interactions out of the line play with Madden, things that certainly need to be implemented into the ground game to make it more realistic. These aren't win-losses, even though in some cases, as we've seen here, you have defensive players that are clearly better than the offensive player they're lined up against, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be a struggle, and it certainly doesn't mean that the player should get a free release at the running back or quarterback. I appreciate you guys taking time to watch this video, and of course, I'll be back in the week with more content.